I think this is actually a good time. Speaking of father-son like duos in general, we've been talking off the record about this, and I just want to mention it at least on the air or on something. Um, and it's kind of crazy that he's not in it yet. But your brother, my uncle, Davey Brown Jr., is we're basically petitioning that he goes into the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame in Knoxville. I feel like it's long overdue, and I don't think a lot of people realize how much he actually did in the 80s, specifically with Wolfgang, because he actually mechanicked that car. Pop did the engine work for it, but he was the one actually making the calls and making the on track, in track adjustments. So, if you want to shed some light on it, you know a lot more. You were back in that era. I never really knew Davey, so I mean, you can uh, yeah, the floor is yours on that.
Yeah, even before Wolfgang, when I can remember. I don't remember what year it was. With they just put a team together. Apple House was the spot. They were an apple cider company or something like that, and they wanted to put a sprint car team together. They ran late models, so they hired Kramer Williamson to be the driver, and I think they had about 10 days to build a car and come out for the. I think it was the Williams Grove National Open. So even back then was mid to late '70s. Davey was putting the car together. Dad was doing the engine. That's just sort of how that whole thing was. And they went out. They put that car together last minute. Went out and won the National Open. Uh, Davey went on the road some. I think it was '95 and '96. Won two All-Star titles with Dale Blaney in the Hughes '94 car. And I believe it was '93. He was actually the mechanic for Donnie Kreitz, which people probably don't even realize some of that Davey was with Kreitz, and they won the Williams Grove National Open. And of course, we got the Knoxville. And with the Weichert cars, it was pretty much Davey was at the Weichert shop every day doing the cars, and and then Dad was at his shop doing the engines, and then it was together. I think because maybe they got the same name, even though Davey's not actually a junior. Uh, Maybe some of the like, hey, because it said mechanic Davey Brown on the car. Well, that was for both of them. So maybe he got a little bit overshadowed. I know when in '85, when the first time Doug won the King's Royal, Davey's wife just passed away, so he didn't go. So it was just me and Dad, a couple of the other guys on the crew. And Dad said, no, he said we'd have won way easier if Davey would have been there. So that's how good Davey was. And I don't think he probably gets the recognition, probably just getting overshadowed by Dad a little bit. And especially now with Dad still going on at 90, it makes it kind of put in the way. But I would love to. I tried emailing the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame. I never got anything back. I don't know who to contact. I mean, I think he's more than deserving to be in it.
Well,
There's other guys that don't have near the resume he's got that have been in it.
I think this is a good platform to share it. We'll clip this portion, tag as many people as we can. A lot of drivers that knew him. I mean,
The
personally,
drivers and crew and everybody.
I mean, yeah, we know. I mean, we know a lot of people. So between you and I, we should be able to. Somebody should be able to. Williams Grove answers my stuff, so at least they'll see it because I know for sure they've been very good at responding. Port Royal's been very good at responding. And at this countless wins that you can't really
Yeah,
account
we
really
were
any
never
for.
one to
Just
really
like you can't really account
can't.
for any of the races that Pop's been a part of that he's won. It's just too difficult in dirt racing. But the major accolades that you said, um, I think that more than enough deserves a spot in the hall. Um, and obviously, like I said, I unfortunately didn't get to know him. He passed too early for me to really know who he was. Uh, and but I think that'd be really cool for the family to have, and I think it'd be really cool uh, to have him in the Hall of Fame, especially with Pop in there and those kind of side by side. That'd be really really special.
Yeah, that would be that would definitely make a trip out to Knoxville on the books for sure.
Well, I mean, yes, and I don't know who would be willing. I mean, I would assume you'd be the one to have to accept it on his behalf. You know
You
more of
never know.
those.
Dad might do it.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'd all go out there.
Yeah.
Most of us would definitely have to go out there. I mean, that would be a very special moment in the family. That would be really cool. So, uh, hey, Knoxville, let's make it happen. Feel free to contact us. Uh, contact contact my dad more. He's the one that can give you more information on everything. Hopefully this will get out there, and I hope the word gets out. So